When the hour of reality strikes, what's behind these human faces begins to show.
Come on with that guy's eyes.
Some say it's just camera malfunctions. Others consider it a warning.
Creepy was that?
Because these aren't just coincidences. These are real moments when reptilians were caught among people.
Strange, the father of one of the Navy SEALs, Michael Strange, said,
The clip shows a model was arriving at a red carpet with 2 bodyguards. But here's where it got strange. The bodyguards didn't look normal at all. They were unusually tall, with heads that seemed way too small for their bodies. Even the way they walked didn't look human. Viewers couldn't ignore the oddness. Many started claiming they weren't bodyguards at all, but reptilians, known for disguising in the form of humans. Dark Spectator. During a basketball match in Indonesia, the crowd was having a good time, just enjoying the game. But then the camera moved across the stands and caught something no one expected. One woman stood out. Her face looked pale, almost lifeless. Strange markings covered her skin. That was the first and the last time anyone ever saw her, and people believe that she came from another world. CNN Eyes. Though the other reporters hide it, this one seemed to own. In 2020, during a live broadcast, an anchor was doing her usual report. Everything seemed normal until, for just a blink, her eyes changed from normal to reptilian. It was quick, but sharp-eyed viewers caught it. When the clip got out, it spread fast. People slowed it down, zoomed in, and there it was, clear. Her eyes weren't normal. She was indeed a reptilian creature, once the part of myths, but now in front of the camera. Stage glare. After many news anchors, now even pop artists are showing signs, and this time, it happened during a Rammstein concert. The band was performing live in front of thousands when one of the singers walked close to the camera. That's when it happened. His eyes looked normal in the beginning, but as he blinked, they shifted, just like a lizard's. Slit pupils. It happened for only a second, but it was enough. The clip went viral. People slowed it down and saw the truth. It was no stage effect. He was no one other than a reptilian, and now you have looked from your own eyes. Olympic shadow. This clip came from the London Olympic Games in 2012. A huge crowd had gathered, everyone enjoying the event. But then the camera caught something odd. A weird black figure suddenly appeared. It wasn't there before. It just showed up instantly, right behind him. Its movements were slow. It kept looking around, almost like it was scanning the crowd. How no one noticed him is still a mystery, but watching standing in the crowd, he did look like he came on mission. Stretch moment.
Yep, there it is, Michael Jordan on the breakaway.
This old basketball moment recently went viral as people noticed the strange movement of one of the players. Watch how one of the players literally extended his arm, much longer than it was before. If not reptilian, what else could it be? Face twist. A strange video appeared online showing a woman standing near a street food cart. At first glance, nothing seemed off, but then you looked at her face. It wasn't normal. Her eyes were completely white, and most disturbing of all, her lips stretched all the way to one side of her face, almost reaching the back. It didn't look like makeup or a mask. It looked real, and it was creepy. The way she stood there silent and still only made it worse. There was no doubt left in people's minds. She wasn't human. She was a shapeshifter caught on camera. Anchor shift.
They urged each other to stay peaceful.
On November 3rd, 2010, while presenting on Fox News 9, the anchor's face started acting strangely. Weird patterns began showing up, like her skin was shifting on its own. People thought it was a camera glitch, but it wasn't. She was changing, right there on screen. Not with makeup, not with effects. It looked like her skin was changing mid-transmission. It took them a few moments, but the cameraman quickly realized the strange appearance and cut the broadcast, assuming that people will never know.
They urged each other to stay together, not to splinter off.
Masked truth. The video starts with a bald man sitting in front of the camera stating that he is not a human. It was all fun and games to people, until he took off his mask. He revealed his hands, his eerie head, and everything about him that wasn't quite human. The man, or perhaps it's more accurate to call him an alien, maintained visual contact with the public for a week after his face reveal, but then he vanished. Those who had followed his content believed he had been taken by the authorities, and that they would never see him again. Cat shift. I always had this feeling that cats are more than they seem, and these Ring camera recording prove my point. One night, right in front of a house, a cat was seen walking past, which seemed normal, but the moment it crossed the pillar, it vanished. No trace of it after that. In another case, a security camera caught a similar scene, a cat walking on the road. The camera then captured the cat disappearing behind a tree. But what emerged from the other side of the tree was not the four-legged cat. It was a man. He casually walked down the road, and the CCTV recorded the exact moment he transformed from a seemingly ordinary cat into a fully grown man. Sidewalk watcher. So this man used to see the lady on the sidewalk almost every night, so this time he decided to record her. Trying to show the people what he sees every day, he zoomed into her pitch-black eyes. Not only that she had scary eyes, but she gave the guy a piercing stare that shook him to his core. Who was she, and what made her do these strange stuff? These are some answers he could never get, as the lady never spoke to him and not even moved. Secret tongue. A husband was recording his wife for fun, just messing around with the camera. When her wife suddenly grabbed a bug with her tongue, she literally extended it and ate the bug as if she is used to it. Shocked by this strange act, the husband instantly stopped recording, and not posted since then, raising concerns about his safety. But let's just hope he is doing okay. Scaled being. You won't believe this until you see it for yourself. A video uploaded online on December 8th, 2023 showed a man standing still, but his body didn't look normal at all. He wasn't black or white. Instead, his skin was fully covered in snake-like scales. The pattern was clear from head to toe. It shocked everyone who saw it, because nothing like this had ever been recorded before. People started questioning, was he even human? And if not human, then what possible description could save him? Mysterious guard.
4 years ago, I stood before you and said that Israel's security is sacrosanct.
A speech by Barack Obama from March 14, 2013 started surfacing online again. In the beginning, nothing seemed odd. But then, viewers noticed one of the bodyguards. He looked different from the rest. Zoomed-in frames showed strange features, almost like an extraterrestrial, and many claimed that earlier clips didn't even show that face. It kept changing, like a shapeshifter trying to stay hidden. He wasn't just another guard. He might have been something else. Something that didn't want to be recognized, but got caught on camera anyway.
It is non-negotiable. That belief has guided my actions as president.
Tooth reveal. This man's eerie teeth made the people believe that he was not from our world, and if you look closely, you'll think this too. Before you dismiss it, let me show you another woman with an even more creepy appearance. Though captured at different studios, all these clips showed something equally haunting for the viewers. I mean, what are these people up to? If you have any idea, let me know in the comments below. Stage glitch. A strange video came out of Russia. It showed a famous actress standing on stage, and it was normal until her facial expressions changed. Her expression shifted quickly. Eyes wide, mouth twitching, like she had no control over her body. It lasted only a few seconds, but it was enough to make the crowd uneasy. People started saying she wasn't real, that she was a shapeshifter who didn't fully understand how to act human. The way her face glitched didn't seem natural at all. And after that moment, she avoided the cameras, almost like she knew she slipped up. Anchor blink.
Заподозрили в инопланетном происхождении зрители телеканалов.
Another day, another news anchor revealing its reptilian identity. As she looked up at the camera, her eyes suddenly changed. Just for a second, they didn't look ordinary. The shape, the color, it was all off. Viewers noticed it right away. Clips of the moment spread fast. Some said it was just a glitch. Others weren't so sure. The change was quick, but clear enough to leave people uneasy. Was it just a camera issue, or did something else slip through on live TV? Whatever it was, it didn't look like it belonged.
Анны во взгляде телеведущей, когда она во время эфира читала с листка.
Shifting hoog. You won't believe it until you see it for yourself. On September 8th, 2024, a video was uploaded online that left everyone stunned. A female reporter was seen hugging a man during what looked like an emotional moment. But then, the unexpected happened. Right there on camera, her face shifted. In seconds, she didn't look like the same person anymore. She turned into a man. The one she hugged looked terrified and quickly stepped back. It all happened in front of the camera. No camera, no edits. Just a pure moment that got caught on camera. Blink slip. On March 8th, 2023, a video appeared showing a woman giving an interview on live TV. Everything seemed fine until she blinked. But it wasn't a normal blink. Her eyes closed the way reptiles are known to blink, not like humans do. The camera caught it clearly, and it shocked everyone who saw it. People quickly started linking her to extraterrestrial beings, those said to be living among us, hiding in plain sight. Looks like we got another one between us. Silent stare.
Look at him.
Burgess Meredith was the penguin.
Come on. Look at that guy's eyes.
With his eyes wide open and not even blinking for once. This footage was enough to creep people out. The man who shared the footage mentioned that even after watching it for multiple times, he still couldn't understand what was the matter with the guy's eyes.
I look like Cesar Romero.
But don't we know that there's only one possible explanation? This man was a reptile.
It's really cool.
Holy Toledo, look at those
You can
eyes.
still see his blind mustache.
Frozen figure.
Look at my nigga Jaylen Rose. Tell me that ain't that's robot or some shit. That ain't no human being.
This video was captured during a basketball game where the legend Jaylen Rose was present, but something was off. In the clip, he's just standing there, not blinking, not moving, like a statue. A man walks over to adjust his mic, but Jaylen doesn't react at all. That's when people noticed. He didn't look real. Some thought it was a mannequin, others believed it was something darker. Whatever it wasn't normal, and it left people thinking if they had just seen something else in appearance.
Bro, look at this shit. This nigga a robot too, man. They got my nigga. That's my nigga. He from my city.
Lizard blink.
Bitte nicht drauf rein. Wenn ihr wissen wollt.
Just like the previous videos, a news anchor was live on air, doing her usual segment. But this time, it didn't end like usual. As she blinked, a weird thing happened. Her eyes changed. Viewers ignore it in the start by thinking it was just a glitch. But when the clip was replayed, it was clear. Her eyes weren't normal. They shifted from human to lizard-like. Not lenses, no effects. Her eyes literally changed on camera. She wasn't human. Most probably, an alien creature was trying to hide from us, but wasn't able to succeed in it.
Leute, fallt da bitte nicht drauf rein.
Family shift.
Kids I met in Latin America, and so far it's been really inspiring.
It started like any regular interview. Jenna Bush, daughter of former US President George W. Bush, was promoting her book on live TV. But then, a strange clip caught the internet's attention. Viewers claimed her face briefly shapeshifted. The host even commented awkwardly, saying she kept changing.
Does it change how you look? You're thinking about how government should run.
that wasn't the only clip. An older video of her grandfather, George Bush Sr., also resurfaced. His eye flickered for a moment, his pupil narrowed and turned green.
In Colombo in Sri Lanka, it's full. You literally, I don't know how they're going to get all the crate.
People started connecting the dots as these strange moments didn't feel random to them. And so does the idea of reptilian figures in powerful families that didn't sound like fiction anymore.
I mean, I obviously learned so much from these kids. I learned from Anna in particular.
Hallway secret. A leaked video from Area 51's secret lab started making rounds online, one that clearly wasn't meant to be seen. In the footage, two people were casually walking down a hallway. Everything looked okay in the start, but as they got closer to the camera, it became clear they weren't human. They looked like alien, disguising as workers. And just like that, the long-running rumors about Area 51 didn't sound like rumors anymore. Eyes revealed.
Option, placing a tracking microchip under a service member's skin.
We have all heard the phrase that eyes never lie, but I have now realized what it actually meant. Though it's not the first time such an incident had been caught, but this one came from CNN. The reporter was in the middle of the news telecast when his eyes glitched. The way the shape changed didn't look like they belonged to humans. For a second, it looked more like an alien's eyes. Many speculated that the reporter isn't what he appears to be, and if that's true, he might not be the only one hiding on live TV.
With a tracking device is one of the main reasons they don't have them right now.
Concert blink. A video from one of Katy Perry's concerts recently went global. The clip shows how her eyes twitched during the concert. She even tried to open it using her fingers, which looked even strange, as it looked like she knew what was going to happen. Later, she explained it was just an eye twitch.
All right, you have to help me with your fans because they were a little worried about you. They saw this video of your eye twitching. Are you okay?
You mean this one? Yeah, my party trick.
But many people weren't convinced. They related to the alien disguising theory and claimed that the sudden eye movement was a proof that she is, after all, a reptile hiding as a human. Tree descent. It's always the short clips that leaves the most impact on people's minds. Take this footage for instance. It shows a girl doing extremely strange. She jumped down from the tree and the camera captured her extra 2 arms. Yeah, I believe there's no need to explain anything more, so here, let me show you the footage again. Neck snap.
Over the weekend, President Trump tried to ramp up the pressure on Senate Republicans.
This strange news footage begins with the anchor reporting casually, but then her neck stretched eerily and contracted on the live show. Everyone watching saw it happen, but the anchor, she didn't react at all. That's the part that shocked people. And they concluded that she, after all, was a shapeshifter.
His weekly address to urge them to repeal and replace Obama.
Agent theory. A video from an inauguration parade in Washington went viral, all because of one Secret Service agent. Viewers noticed that his hand didn't seem to move at all, which led many to believe it was a prosthetic, a tactical fake arm, meant to keep his real hand hidden inside his coat, possibly holding a defense. The theory spread fast across the internet, but soon after, others pointed out moments where the agent's hand did move, like when he closed the car door. So maybe it was just a regular hand after all. Still, the video sparked a wave of suspicion. Reptilian anchor. We all knew Rahm Emmanuel as a good human, but what you're about to see might change that. While he was delivering the speech to the audience, the camera caught a close-up of his eyes. At the start, they looked completely fine, but just a few moments later, they shifted, turning into something that didn't look human at all. What made the footage convincing was that it wasn't captured by an old, glitchy cameras. Instead, everything in the footage was made clear. Zuckerberg Slip.
I am human, still.
During a live session, Mark Zuckerberg was asked a simple question, but it was his answer that left everyone talking. He said he was human. Not is, but was.
But it is gonna bother you because you're human, and I was human. I am human.
That small slip changed everything. People caught it instantly. If he was human, then what is he now? For years, rumors have floated around calling him a reptilian humanoid. And with that one line, it felt like he accidentally confirmed it. It wasn't just odd, it was the kind of moment that made people wonder if the truth had finally slipped out.
But I was just referring to myself in the past. Not that I was not human.
Reptile Gaze.
And protecting the population and minimizing civilian casualties have long been a cornerstone of the counterinsurgency.
CTV News aired something that caught everyone off guard. During a live broadcast, a news anchor looked completely normal until her eyes changed. At the start, they were just like any human. But for a few seconds, they shifted into what people say are reptilian eyes. It was quick, but clear enough for viewers to notice. The clip spread fast, adding to the growing list of strange events linked to these creatures. Just like the others, this one made people believe even more that reptilian beings might be living among us without us knowing.
Civilian casualties have long been a cornerstone of the counterinsurgency doctrine.
Royal glitch. An old video from England recently surfaced, and it wasn't of just anyone. It showed Queen Elizabeth at a polo match. Everything seemed normal until the camera zoomed in, and that's when people noticed it. One of her eyes looked completely different from the other, not like anything a human eye should look like. Since the video went online, it's caught everyone's attention. People started saying she wasn't human at all, but an extraterrestrial. Hidden identity.
And that's not just a huge loss for our democracy. It is a threat.
Everyone admires Hillary Clinton as a good human, but is she really just a woman? A strange video appeared where she was giving a speech, and in a blink, her eyes suddenly changed. For a few seconds, they turned green. It didn't happen just once. At another event, while speaking again, the same thing happened.
Donald's very praiseworthy of hold on.
This time, the glitchy eyes were even more clear. If there's still any doubt left, let me show you another moment where people noticed she coughed up something green from her mouth. These incidents were enough for people to believe that Hillary indeed was not a human, but a reptile. Red eye.
I'm sorry about my eye. It literally happened right before the show. I know viewers have noticed it. I apologize to all of you.
During the CNN show, Erin Burnett was seen with one eye looking strangely, and it didn't go unnoticed. Her guests noticed it.
By the way, your eye doesn't look too bad.
Oh, well, it does anyway, but okay.
And so did the viewers watching at home. She tried to hide it, looking down and turning her face away from the camera, but the damage was done. Clips of the moment spread quickly online. Later, Erin said it was just a bad cold, and that the red eye appeared right before going live. But even after her explanation, many people stayed skeptical. Some believe it wasn't a cold at all, and she was hiding her identity.
Anyone who has never had an issue like that, I cast the first stone.
Dog shift. A disturbing video surfaced from Paracho, captured by a CCTV camera, and it quickly left the world stunned. In the footage, a strange creature was seen walking along the road, but midway through, something about it started to change. Its shape, its walk, everything shifted, and by the time it moved farther from the camera, it had fully transformed into a human, walking on two legs. It wasn't just a trick of light or angle. It was clear. That thing wasn't just a creature, it was a shapeshifter caught on camera. Shadow change. A police officer was dispatched to stop a burglary attempt at a mart, but when he arrived and tried to confront the culprit inside, he was stunned. It wasn't a person, but a mysteriously transforming figure. It was on all fours at first, but then it transformed into a bipedal shape. He tried to follow it, but was failed. The The officer reported that there was a shapeshifter inside the mart. When authorities later examined the entire building, they found no trace of the figure other than the body cam footage. So, if you have any explanations, comment below. Midnight Shifter. On January 14, 2024, a strange video was uploaded by a man who claimed to have captured something terrifying. He said he saw a black figure, dressed like a human, but with pitch black eyes. At first, it looked like a person. Until you look closely at its features, they were indeed very creepy and scary. It was silent, and from its looks, it seemed like it was about to do something that no one thought of. They managed to record part of it before the video ended. But the question remained what it was. Well, some say it was an alien, while others weren't so convinced and think maybe it was something else, something weirder. But after that video, no one ever saw or recorded anything like this. It appeared for once, and it was enough. Vanishing Broadcaster.
Questionable credibility from our good friends at the tabloids.
While reporting on TV, an anchor was presenting the news when people noticed a strange thing about her. She was hissing every time she said the letter S in a sentence.
Then predicts how much longer they'll live. Sick, I know, but I also know you want...
For those of you who don't know, according to one theory, this is one of the signs used to identify if someone is a reptilian or not. And in her case, it was clear. She sounded just like them. The voice, the tone, it became clear. The broadcast ended like usual, but what made it even stranger was that no one saw her again after that night. She just disappeared as if she never existed.
Sick, I know, but I also know you want to hear what she has to say. The doc says if these people...
Hidden eyes. A video popped up online that shook the internet. It showed an athlete giving a post-match interview. Nothing strange at first, just him talking and a teammate standing behind him. But then, the camera caught the teammate's eyes, and that's when things got weird. They didn't look human. That short clip was enough to get the world talking, because after that, many believed it for real. Road Mistert. While driving late at night, this family had the scariest encounter. They were in the middle of a deserted road when a mysterious figure jumped on their car. At first, the passengers thought they probably hit an animal, but the hooded face and the creepy appearance made them sure this wasn't something normal. The fact that it didn't try to break in or attack the family is even stranger. Maybe it was just meant to scare them, or perhaps it was another tactic used by the robbers, since no one has heard from the family again. And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. A strange video showed up online, one that wasn't meant to be uploaded. It was said to be recorded back in 1971. A crowd was cheering for a live performance. Everything looked normal. But then, one woman in white stood out. She cheered like everyone else, but everything from her smile to her face looked off. And for a moment, it felt like a dark shade was above her. What made this video even more interesting was the woman who sat next to her. Her claim was that the lady behaved eerily throughout the event and wasn't acting normal at all. So what's your take on this? Let me know in the comments below.